What is going on, guys? It is the Tactical Hicks here again, and we hope you guys have been enjoying the videos so far. And today we're going to be bringing you another commentary. This is on a more real topic. This is going to be a commentary about High Point's new firearm and their little marketing strategy of, quote, name the 9. Have you heard about this one, Daniel?
Can't say that I have. I know I've seen some stuff from SHOT Show about the redesign of the new 9mm. I didn't know if they're going to go into the same naming system or what they were going to name it. And
Well,
if there was anything special related to that anyway.
Well, as per the memes that have been spotted, and I've looked into this, it has been confirmed. Okay, so they needed a new name for their new redesigned 9mm, so they had this contest on social media called Name the 9. There were several names, obviously, that people were like, hey, if you guys know anything about High Points, you've heard of the "this is my problem solver," or Salva, you know? Said this is my Glock 40 when it's clearly a High Point. So obviously that was on the list. The problem solver was on the list. That was never going to make it for obvious reasons. One popular name that popped up was called the YC9. Now, you have any idea what the YC9 would stand for?
No.
I mean, so you can't think of anything that, YC would stand for in a firearm.
Well, I mean, I know there's been a couple of different guns that we've dubbed the something cannon, like the meme cannon, the meme launcher, things like that.
Well,
and
you
I
are
know
right.
A popular meme phrase / word associated with a Y. I mean, is it the Yeet Cannon, perhaps?
It is. It is actually the Yeet Cannon. That is the one that gained the most popularity with fans of High Point firearms and even people that have vowed to never own a High Point in their life decided that calling it the Yeet Cannon 9 would be a great idea.
I mean, can you blame them though?
No, I mean, me and Daniel both own High Point firearms. At the time of this recording, we both owned High Point firearms. Anyway, basically what the memes that have been going around, they had this Name the 9 contest, right? Everybody was like, hey, let's call it the Yeet Cannon 9. High Point was like, hey, fuck y'all. We know we said we'll name it what you guys want, but we're not naming it the Yeet Cannon. This upset some people. They were like, blah, 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 oh, you're going back on your word, blah, blah, blah. Let me just read a little bit off of this article. It starts off with talking about the Name the 9 event, which reached out to fans to suggest names to call their next generation 9mm pistol. As you can imagine, many jokingly entered the typical problem-solving name, but one stood out amongst the rest, which was the Yeet Cannon. According to this article, hundreds if not thousands of messages posted to their page reflect the sheer fact that many people would be first-time customers of High Point if they choose the name Yeet Cannon. If they chose to name this gun the Yeet Cannon, according to posts on social media, many people would purchase that gun just because it's called the Yeet Cannon. Even people that have swore that they would never own High Point said, I will buy a Yeet Cannon 9.
I mean, I guess if you have the money to spare and you're willing to spend it on a meme, then why not? Sure. I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything. I mean, what did they say the MSRP was going for? Like $200 or something, which is
somewhere
the
around
same.
there.
Which, I mean, MSRP for $200 that they're aiming for, I mean, the only one that we've seen is a prototype so far. And that is the same MSRP as their current 9mm handgun. And their new offering is going to have a threaded barrel, interchangeable, back straps, and, it's just a much more modern and slightly less brick-looking firearm.
I mean, it still kind of looks like a brick.
I mean, yeah, it does, but it looks better. At least it would be better than the current High Point 9mm.
According to what appears to be a DM on one of the social medias, This was somebody who had inquired as to the reason that Yeet Cannon was removed from the third phase of voting. This was their response. The Name the Nine model number submission was never an open vote. On the first page, we stated that if we like it, your suggestion could advance to the next round. Yeet Cannon did get a lot of support, but the slang meanings of yeet, we feel, have some less than great meanings and would not be good for the whole line to be named that. YC will not be the model, but stay tuned because we're listening, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, they're kind of copping out. They're like, oh, well, yeet is like some kind of slang term that can have some negative connotations to it.
Which, I mean, I've never really heard it.
Yeah, same. And according to Urban Dictionary, yeet is an exclamation of excitement, approval, surprise, or all-around energy, often as issued when doing a dance move or throwing something. Here it has, another message does in fact show that High Point confused yeet with skeet.
Okay.
So, according
I
to
see where they're coming from then.
According to a Facebook message DM, they said, not really, slang for yeet is cum. You really think that any 30-year-old company would name their new model the Cum Cannon? I mean, no, we didn't ask you to name it the Cum Cannon. We asked you to name it the Yeet Cannon. So here's where things get really interesting. So Heckler and Koch, is it Koch or Koch?
Coke.
Coke. Yes, Coke? What the fuck?
Yep.
Okay, well, Heckler and Koch, they stepped into this whole debacle with a little bit of advice. And they said, you should really listen to your customer base. Why? Well, you asked, and the fans said, well, hey, let's name it this. And
you asked, and the fans said,
yeah, they said Yeet Cannon, so name it the fucking Yeet Cannon. And this is what they said. They said, we promise to do a collaborative photo shoot with you. We will bring a MK23, specially marked YC45. This is not a joke. The powers of 2 Yeet Cannons, the original and the little brother, would be unstoppable. Okay, so an update to this particular thing that H&K said has come about with Yeet Cannon is back in the game after High Point revealed on their Facebook page that this has been their plan all along, which that is bullshit. So well, we are going to link the 2 articles that we read off of here down in the description below, so you can check them out for yourself and see what you think of this whole meme situation. But as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for the support on the channel so far, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Peace.